Everyone. I'm Amanda Stillwell, and I wanted to talk to y'all about my self-assessment of this class. So a little bit about me. Like I mentioned before, I'm a senior, and I'm a Family and Consumer Sciences secondary education major, which means I'm going to teach, hopefully, foods and nutrition is my focus, or parent and child development, early childhood, and courses like that. So I finish up my coursework here in May, and I will student teach in the fall. I'm hoping to student teach at Southeast Guilford High School. Have not been given the go ahead yet, but ever since the weather was really bad, I'm sure everything's kind of delayed. But I'm getting married June 22nd, 2019, and we are getting married close to Tennessee. It's on a dam, and it's really pretty. But on the other side of the dam is literally the Tennessee National State Park. So, also, my fiance and I just adopted our golden retriever. That's in the picture because, of course, I can't tell you about him and not show you a picture. And that is Bear. And the Alaska Malamute is Zeke. And I know it definitely looks like Zeke wants to eat Bear, but they're doing good. He looks like a little chicken nugget, but we're teaching Zeke that he is not food, so we're doing pretty good. Here are my self-assessment results. Um, Overall, I scored pretty high, and I would say I definitely agree with this assessment. The ones that were kind of iffy were definitely the open-mindedness, that I'm relatively open to new experiences. I'm gonna agree with that because I definitely like routine, and I definitely like, kind of having a schedule of when things need to be done or having a plan. But that doesn't mean I don't like being spontaneous sometimes either. I'm definitely very well organized and reliable, and I'm really and extremely outgoing. If you talk to my fiance, he will tell you that I don't know a stranger. Um, I am good natured and supportive, and I am generally relaxed. I would say, oh, sorry. I definitely am outgoing, social, and energetic. I work in the James Center in the School of Ed, so I definitely am talking to people all the time, and I just want to make everyone feel welcome, feel as welcome as possible. I am generally relaxed. I would say that, being in college gives everybody anxiety. So there's always ways that I could improve on that. Um, let's see. And I'm definitely, again, supportive of if someone comes to me and they need advice, I'm going to give them the best I have, like whatever wisdom I have to give them. Um, as a teacher, I'm going to be supportive of my students and their dreams and their goals, and I want to help them reach their goals. And yeah, I'm just really organized. I think that it's really important as a student and as a teacher. I kind of got to keep my life together and stay on top of things for sure. So the key life experiences, some leadership roles that I've had over the years that are really shaping who I am as a leader. So I've taught during practicum, which was last semester, and I had to lead in the classroom. So I taught Foods 1 and Foods 2 to high schoolers in Wilkes County. That was my very first time in a high school setting where I was the lead in that, and it was absolutely phenomenal. I love high school students. I know a lot of people have hesitation against that, but I can just kind of cut up with them, and we kind of learn our lines, and it's just I don't know, the rapport that I built with them was phenomenal. I was also the student unit president for our excuse me um, NCA which is the North Carolina Family and Consumer Sciences professional development organization. And I had to lead our project, and I worked with executive board members. So I had to get up and speak in front of hundreds of people and sit through board meetings and all kinds of stuff. And then in the future, in June, my fiance and I are actually leading a team to Guatemala. So all of these things have really impacted who I am as a leader, who I'm going to be as an educator. And it's helped me reflect a lot on my abilities and where I do need to grow. So as a planner of development, a lot of my strengths are that I'm outgoing and I do have a lot of leadership abilities. And that's definitely going to help me in my career as an educator and as a future administrator. Some areas of improvement, I do need to work on being more open to trying new things. Like I said, I do really love routine. And I think that as the years go by and I'm in the classroom, I'm going to realize that, the biggest key to being a teacher is that you have to be flexible. You just have to be flexible because not everything's going to go as planned every day. So that's definitely a big area of improvement for me as well. Again, and that's going to help me as an educator. So to conclude, the key takeaways from this class were I really learned how to work in groups online. As chaotic as it was at first, I learned how easy it is going to be able to communicate with people, like when I leave Boone, if I need to like zoom in on professional development meetings, or if I need to just zoom in on meetings or have group projects or just need some advice and need to talk to everybody. Like that's something that I can go to is use Zoom. And that communication is key. I know a lot of times I'm like this, that I feel like I kind of have to lead up, things to make sure that they get done properly. But this class has been absolutely phenomenal. Like I didn't really feel like I had to do that with either one of my groups. But communication is definitely key, and like making sure that you're talking. I'm so sorry. Oh, and just making sure that you're talking to your groups and like everybody knows what's going on and that you're on the same page. My favorite activities were the decision-making activity and the define leadership activity. So I love the decision-making activity because as a future administrator, it really made me think about what is important to look at when having to decide who you have to let go and who you have to keep. It was hard. It was definitely a hard choice, but it kind of gave me a taste of real life application, to see, not only do we have a list of employees with their work experience and their skill levels and their pay, but we also saw a little bit of their personal life. And we saw, how do we balance their personal life with their work experience in making the decision of do they stay or do they go? And define leadership, I love seeing everybody's definition of leadership and putting it into their own words. I think that's just phenomenal to see that everybody has a take on leadership. And I'm sure that they have come to find that definition in their own life as well, if that makes sense. So this class has been really great, and I'm very thankful that I've taken it. And I wish you all the best of luck, whether you're graduating soon or whether you are almost done or just starting. So I hope y'all have a fantastic day.